Welcome back to Sale, Resell, Sold. We are part-time resellers that started selling stuff around our house and have moved into sourcing. We have been doing this for just over a year. We're 14 months now. It's a lot of fun. My name is Heather, and we are going to go through our top 10 like we do every week. This week is kind of slow. We'll get into it here. We're going to start with number 10, which is a Faherty Cloud reversible hoodie, men's large. I found this at Plato's Closet during their 50% off sale. It did not have a tag. It did not have a size. And everything that I've heard about Plato's Closet is they don't buy clothes without size tags. Yet here we are. But I can see why it didn't sell. And it was a good brand. It should have sold. I did have to Google Lens, the teeny tiny little label, like the identifying tab at the bottom that identifies what it is, its icon. And it was a Faherty, which I recognized as a good brand from watching other YouTubers. It did have a flaw, which I didn't notice when I bought it, but it was 50% off, so it was $6. Still sold for our full asking price of $29.88. I did get several very low ball offers. I'll give you 14, I'll give you 18. I'm not coming up any higher. Okay, wait, I'll give you 21. No. Dude, it's been listed for like 2 days. Our profit on it was $14.08 and the ROI was $2.35, and it took 8 days to sell. So, I don't know. That's not too bad. Number 9, new without tags, soft surroundings, button-up blouse. This was cute. It had a ruffle bottom, the black and white. It still had its buttons attached to the tag. That's why it was listed as new without tags. And it still had that crispy feel to it. You know what I'm talking about. We had it listed for $29.88, and somebody sent a $25 offer, which I took. I got this at Goodwill. It was $7. After all was said and done, our profit on that was $14.23 with an ROI of $233, and it took 19 days to sell. Number 8, Gap Fit Boys Fit Tech Cozy Pants. So fits is in the title twice, which you don't usually want to have the same word in the title twice, but it was, the line of Gap was fit and the name was Fit Tech. The pants were Fit Tech. And I didn't know what else to do. It's not like there were any like descriptors. Kids, they're kids' clothes. It's what it is. I got this in my free group. Went ahead and listed it for $29.88, and somebody sent an offer of $21.59, and I took it. After all was said and done, our takeaway was $15.37 with no ROI because it was free, and it took 160 days to sell. Number 7, Prediction Slingback Peep Toe Bow Heels, size 11, wide, black, kitten, all the cute things. These were my shoes. I've had them in my closet collecting dust for minimum 10 years. These could be vintage. It's hard to say. They were so cute though with the embroidered foot base. I had them listed for $29.88. They were listed for a long time, and I've received several low offers, but I didn't take them. But somebody did send a $24 offer, which I did take, and after it was all said and done, our profit, it was $16.02 with no ROI, and they were listed for 163 days. Number 6, I still don't know how to say this. Airways, this is not the first one of these that we've sold. I got this at a estate sale with the yard sale prices. This was 50 cents. It was a Acqua di Parma business class amenity, and it had all of its things and a cute little bag. And I had it listed for $29.88, and somebody sent a $20 offer, which I accepted, making our profit $16.06 with an ROI of 3,212%, and it was listed for 56 days. Number 5, Disney Store Cinderella Scoop Neck Shirt, size large. Got this at the Disney Store. We used to have a Disney Store here. They closed shortly after COVID when Disney closed, I think, like half of their stores. I'm still sad about it. My youngest actually got to open the store 3 times, and they did like all the fun magic-y stuff, and he enjoyed it. It was super cute. I had it listed for $19.88. It sold for $19.88, and it took 106 days to sell, and after it was all said and done, our profit was $16.76 with an infinity ROI because this came out of my closet. Number 4, the Tipperary Equestrian Horse Riding Helmet Sportage Hybrid 8700. I got this in my free group. There were, a handful listed. There weren't any sold, so I wasn't expecting mine to sell so quickly. I had it listed for $39.88 and somebody sent a $25 offer, which I took because it was free. And after it was all said and done, our profit was $20.18 with an infinity ROI, and it took 5 days to sell. We got great feedback on this because we have next day shipping for our store. We're top rated sellers. We chose next day, even though we live super, and I mean super close to I can see it from my front yard to the post office. We just kept it at next day, but we ship everything same day as long as it sells during business hours. We frequently get feedback way faster than expected, faster than Ricky Bobby. Can't believe this got here so fast. I just ordered this the other day. I can't believe it's here. I mean, it's just lists and lists of great feedback for how fast our shipping is. And that's because we ship it same day, even though we say we ship it next day. And that's just a little bit of managing expectations and keeping things, keeping our customers happy with unexpected joys, I suppose. Everyone has that Amazon next day, 2-day delivery expectation. And a lot of times that's not feasible with the USPS. The only reason Amazon can pull it off anymore is because they have their own fleet. I'm glad we're able to offer that and keep it going. Number 3, Johnston Murphy men's 12 medium Lachlan woven Venetian loafers. I got these at Goodwill for $10. I had them listed for $60 and somebody sent a $40 offer, which I accepted. These were in really good condition. Right after they sold, the guy messaged me. He goes, "Are they the same color as the ones in the photo?" Yeah, dude. It's the only pair we got. I didn't say that. I just said yes. And they will ship out this afternoon. Have a good day. And so after cost of goods and all of that, our profit was $21.58 with an ROI of $2.16, and it took 94 days to sell. Number 2, Klein Fronde breakfast boards made in Germany, Melanie. These were super cute. And I got these in my free group. They were very, very difficult to find information on. I'm lucky I got the name. For what I could tell, they weren't on eBay. It was one of those times Google was like, "Girl, I don't know. Good luck." I mean, I went ahead and listed them. Why not? They are so cute. But what the hell's a breakfast board? I imagine it's something akin to a plate. But do we do breakfast charcuterie now? Because if we do, I need some details. I had them listed for $39.88, and I took a $30 offer because they've been listed for almost 300 days. I mean, that's how obscure they are. They were nowhere to be found. So with no cost of goods, our profit was $24.93 with a no ROI. And like I said, nearly 300 days to sell. And number 1, I can't drum roll, sorry. New with tags, Monroe, super soft, sporty sweatpants. I got these at Plato's Closet during their half off sale. I had never heard of this brand, but when I was thumbing through the racks, these were super soft. Like, they were so nice. Like, I was, just touching them. I was like, wow, these are nice. I wonder what these are. When I opened the waistband and I saw they were new with tags, I was like, please be something good. And they were. But they were new with tags, and I did comp them right there and went ahead and grabbed them because the comps were good. I mean, I paid $12 for them, but it still gave us a net profit of $26.02, which I'll take. And our ROI is $2.17. They were only listed for 11 days, so that was a good one. That was a good, fast, quick, easy flip. And there you have it. That's our top 10. We sold 18 items last week for a net profit of $248.63. with our average net profit being $13.81 and our median being $14.16. Did I say it was week 37? Because it's week 37. Now on to our flip-flop, which we touched on a little bit last week. This is from an estate sale where a woman was very emotionally involved with her belongings. She loved her purses and her shoes very much, and she had a ton of them. A lot of them new with tags. A lot of purses new with tags. A lot of coats new with tags. A lot of shoes new with tags. And last week it looked like they were all bangers and we had done like a great job sourcing. And admittedly, the cost of goods here is just what we paid for the lot divided by the number of things that we had got, which was, we paid $1,000. There were 40 items, so it was $25 an item, which is, it's an arbitrary number, and that's fine. This one, the Sack Iris black leather hobo crossbody bag, was very cute. It was in very good condition, but it doesn't have a resale value per se. So it was listed for $29.88, and honestly, that was probably pushing it. Like, I think a lot of them were going for less, but I just couldn't bear to list it for less than what we paid for it. And so it took 3 months to sell, which isn't bad, right? Listed for $29.88. Somebody did send a lowball offer, which I had to decline because I can't be losing too much money on these purses. After it was all said and done with the cost of goods that we assigned to every item, we made a penny. There were other things that we made like $100 on, or we made $40 on it. We're hoping it eventually all comes out in the wash with us a little bit ahead, right? That's what we hope. We have a new segment, Heather. What's in Heather's kitchen? Whatever it's called, Heather and food. Heather and food. That works. I go on Pinterest a lot just to look for new recipes, and not in specific. Like, I just like doom scroll like I assume people do on TikTok, except I'm looking for food. I came across this creamy jalapeno sauce. And I was like, ooh, that sounds good, and I pinned it. It's creamy, but there's no dairy in it, which is good because I really shouldn't have dairy. Butter's like my favorite food. It's heartbreaking, really. So we had tacos last night. I did ground chicken. I make my own taco seasoning. Earlier in the day, I made this jalapeno sauce. There's still some in the fridge. It was so good. We've been buying these CSA boxes every week, and there's always been like your choice of hot pepper or sweet pepper, and I usually take a mix, a couple of bells and a handful of jalapenos, but we were not going through the jalapenos enough. Like, we can only eat jalapeno chicken so many times. Well, that's not true. We could probably eat that more. Like, it's only make it so many times. It is a little labor intensive. I still had 6 jalapenos left after I made jalapenos. I was like, we're having tacos, and I'm making that jalapeno sauce, and that's how it's going down. And I made it, and it was so good. It was so good, y'all. Creamy jalapeno sauce, and it's just like 4 ingredients. It was jalapenos, onion, garlic, and lime, and a little bit of like oil to emulsify it, and salt. But yeah, that was it, and it was fantastic. My husband says we can put a link to the pin in the description. If you have an abundance of jalapenos, I recommend it. The writer of the recipe does say, however, it does not freeze well, so anticipate tacos. And then there's no reason not to anticipate tacos, honestly. Yeah, good on chips. I honestly, if we had any tortillas left, we might have breakfast tacos with it. But we're out of tortillas. Because between the 3 of us, we had soft shell corn tacos, and the shells were about that big. And so I had 4, my husband had 5, and my middle child had like 9. It was good, y'all. Anyway. Y'all have a good week. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any recipes you want me to try. Yeah, bye.